Greetings, most honorable listeners and masters of the martial arts. I am Travis.
I'm Chris.
I'm Big Los.
And this is CTE, and this is going to be an experience for y'all.
All of us.
And coming up September 24th in New York City, it is the King of New York. Make sure you guys get your tickets because you guys want to know if you guys are going to be the king or queen of New York. Make sure you get your tickets. Make sure you register. Make sure you get up there. And because I think that is September 24th, and I don't think any other tournaments are going on. Too many tournaments are going on during that time period. So make sure you want to stay sharp and get ready for all the other different tournaments. So make sure you get up there for King of New York. Then on October 15th, make sure if you want to go over there and test your skills internationally, take your butt over there to Bristol and watch VFT USA versus Europe. Go ahead and get out there and watch them cheer on your favorite squad if you're American or if you're European. Make sure you go ahead and cheer your squad on. What is going on?
My bad. I just closed my Facebook down.
I was like, wait, what's up? I don't know. I thought I heard somebody talking a few minutes ago. So I was like, I don't know what's happening. But anyway, gentlemen. So just so you guys know, we are sponsored by the Virtual Fight Tour. Now, gentlemen, how are you guys feeling? How are you guys doing? Chris, let's start with you.
Man, doing good, feeling good. Business as usual. Getting ready for a quick turnaround trip and hang out and have a good time, and that's about it, man. That's it. A lot of good fights this weekend, and that's about it. What up?
Yeah.
Trav, how you doing?
I'm doing all right, man. I'm pulling through. I'm working on different things. I'm working on a lot of stuff for the Martial Arts Internet Network. But we both we're a little concerned this weekend because we had to make sure our co-host over here was all right. You know what I mean? Man. He think he Kobe, he think he Jordan and something. Now he Dennis Rodman trying to grab rebounds and stuff, like throwing bows and stuff. Los.
Yeah,
big boot Los. What's going on?
I'm good, man. I'm just uncomfortable. I got this big boot on my foot right now. I believe I tore my Achilles on Sunday playing in my basketball league. It's a 40 and over league, so it's a bunch of old heads feeling like we're still in our 20s, but we're not. It caught up with me. Again, I've been playing since I've turned 40, like in competitive basketball. I played for like a long time, but in my 40s, I found a group of people that all come together and play. So,
what
is what it is.
That's what's up.
On the court, what would you say your game is like, or was like?
My game is like.
Right, let them know, Los. We was going to the ship, baby.
Yeah, we was going to the chip. That's right. We still won though. My boys, my team, we got it done. But I'm like I don't want to say a utility player. I'm like a do it all. I'm more like probably more defense. I do well in defense. I can score when I have to, but we have so many scorers on my team, like elite level people that can actually get buckets whenever they want. But like no one, like I'm more of a lockdown defensive player. I think as a competitor, as a fighter, it kind of fits my mode a little better too, because I usually want to check the best player on the other team, whether it's the biggest player or.
That's what I was about to ask. Like, are you? Since you're 6'3", you're in
I'm
that?
6'3". I'm like 6'2", 6'1", 6'2".
Sorry, you're a bigger player though, right? So I'm just curious, like, well, you're a bigger human being. Let's put it that way. You're a bigger human being, therefore.
You're a massive body.
Therefore,
I second that.
Do you you're in that area where you might be around some players who might have played, JUCO, and they might be 6'6", and you like, all right, like, and then you got some who like 5'5", like just.
So I honestly check. I usually check the tallest player on the other team, or most of the time like the best scorer on the other team. Just because again, I just say that. Fighting wise, like I understand like leverage, I understand height, I understand timing, right? I understand distance, I understand like if it's a taller person, I understand. I find their release point. I let them score like maybe once or twice. I start breaking down like their release point and what kind of moves they're trying to do. I try to beat them to the spot, or I find a release point and I try to I'm able to block the shot. And then like smaller players or the better scorer players, again, I just kind of watch watch the mechanics of what they do, and then I just start doing what we do. Like, you mean, like, I think we have an advantage over a lot of people that we don't really. Sometimes
we do.
We don't put the stuff together. Like, you know what I mean? As fighters, and as competitors, that we don't. We have to be able to. When you can put it all together in different avenues of what you do, I think that's what made me so successful at what I did on my team, and why my team really appreciates me there, because I do that work for them so they can go and do the other stuff.
So do they, like, when, like, if y'all first time playing against somebody and one of your teammates is getting the business handed to them, do they say switch, or do you say, like, I got him?
I'll say I got him. I'll just tell them I'll take him.
All right.
And again, if it's like a real elite scorer, like, you know what I mean, like, I'm probably not going to stop them, but they're not going to just keep doing what they was doing. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's just not going to be just
changes. Yeah.
All right.
So, I mean, we have some players that are like that. You know, if they're supposed to be playing defense, they can be getting cooked like real bad. So I just switch and try to slow it up a little bit.
All right. Where we want to start, man? All right, we got a lot to talk about. So where do we want to start? We want to, because I know we're gonna deep dive into Amerikick a little bit. We probably won't go as deep as we would normally, because we did a special show, a reaction show last night. That is going to be on our Patreon, where we heavily covered what happened in Amerikick.
Yes, we did.
And actually, I put a little. I did this like 10 minutes ago. Well, 20 minutes ago. I grabbed a little couple clips and then threw it up there. So I'm gonna play it real quick.
Oh, you gonna play? Oh God.
Yes, that's not his name though.
I know, but it's
never
like
been his name.
It's the way.
Never.
You
guys have all had a busted nose before, right?
Yeah.
I've had busted lips, but not a busted nose.
Time out. Is my Italian schnoz the only one that's got busted a bunch of times?
Jason Latona ended up winning light welter. Bailey won welterweight. Then
I'm sorry, I got Jason Latona's actually fought. He's kind of like a cousin, if you want to look at it, right?
Right.
Yeah. So he's a cousin of us, like, you know, he's like that. But when you got that cousin who ain't acting right, who does some stupid shit, you gonna call him on it, like, yo.
Tyson ended up beating Andres for the lightweight grand, and Jason Latona bowed out to Bailey for the welterweight grand.
Boo, Jason.
He needs some milk. I know you got to put me out there like that.
Oh,
So yeah, just so you guys know that we're gonna be starting to go on Patreon. That'll be actually, I'm gonna post that. I'm gonna post that tonight.
Wow, we have fun.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun. We actually went about 90 minutes.
You wouldn't be down for that long, but you would definitely be down for the ride.
Yeah, because we talked about a lot. We talked about the UFC fights. We talked about MVP fight. We talked about the fantasy sport karate. Our fantasy league.
Our fantasy league. Listen. We had a good week. All right, so continue.
Hey, I'm just saying, I won this week.
Scored 18 points. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, I win.
It's a three.
A win is a win, okay? I don't care what you say. A win is a win, all right?
Hey.
You know, sometimes y'all be so lopsided, man. Like,
I'll
take that. But y'all, you and Alex be so lopsided sometimes, yo. It'd be crazy to be like,
yeah,
be so lopsided.
Look, Alex hasn't won yet. I don't want to be the only person Alex beats. Alex is not won yet.
He's not gonna.
No,
he can't. His team is retired or injured.
So I don't want to go through all that. So I don't want to be the person that Alex's team beat. So no. But yeah, what is happening? But all right. Let's start with
Marcel's watching. Happy birthday, Mr. Lazenby.
Marcel.
Since you on there watching with us, sir.
So let's go on. Let's start. Let's do a quick recap. Chris, did you have anything from there? From 2 Georgia tournaments?
Speedy won overall grands. And then Team ATL won the team fight.
Team fight, yeah, I saw
that.
Yeah,
they had the three. They had the 3 teams: Kevin and the 2 students, Anthony and draw a blank. Apologize. And then Team MBS had a kind of a squad, a little shuffle squad, and then ATL was Jamon, Trey, and Jalen.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
was,
Congratulations, fellas.
Yes,
on
yes,
that
yes.
victory
Good job.
down there in Georgia.
And then in the other tournament, I didn't even know it was there until I saw the results. It was a South Georgia Open or something like that. I think from a Pro Mac event. I think Dwight went down there and fought down there.
Okay.
To that one, but I don't have any results, like real results or anything. So I just know there was an event.
Okay. All right. All right. So where we want to go? MVP Usman or Tom Hardy?
Well, I don't really care. Los, do you know about any of them?
You know what? The Usman fight, I was asleep.
Okay.
And MVP,
South Atlanta Open.
I didn't know he fought. And Tom Hardy, y'all just told me who he was. So, yeah, wherever y'all decide, I'll just jump right in and just nod.
All right. Well, you know what? Let's stay.
So I will comment. I will comment on the Usman fight if y'all want to go into that. I didn't see the fight, but I saw the highlights.
You saw the clips. All right, let's do it. Let's get it.
All right.
So from what I saw, people were saying that Usman was actually like better than him as a fighter per se, right? I don't know. I never seen the other kid fight. So, but I wasn't surprised. I was happy to see how he set the kick up. Right. I don't think enough fighters pay attention to that. Right. Like how many fighters, like when you throw a punch, how far they lean their head out to the side. You get what I'm saying? And in some cases, like they're leaning their head out to the side and then dropping their support hand, which would be their right hand, the one that's supposed to be kind of covering, absorbing what's coming up. Right. I don't think enough fighters, like I see the opportunity for a lot of, when I'm watching UFC sometimes, a lot of opportunities for that same setup and that same type of kick because of how the person's leaning. So if that was his intention, was to kind of set up with that front hand and follow with the kick after, I thought it worked perfectly.
He did. He also threw a low kick early too. Like maybe
like 15, 20 seconds right before that in the engagement, kind of threw the same thing, 1, 2, and then reached in for the leg. And then the second one, because he noticed that his head leaned off to the side, to the back side of the elbow, like it's supposed to. Come off 1, come off 2. He slides over and just overextended, kind of reached into it and just laid that kick in there. It was a thing of beauty. Like I said, I'm not sure if it was a Hail Mary or I'm going to get this. Either way, it worked out very well for him.
It was funny because they were
because he wasn't winning that fight.
They were saying that he was basically giving up.
It was a minute left in the fight. He was just kind of walking through the motions, and then all of a sudden, bow! Oh, and he
Chris Webber, run through the tape, finish the fight, people. You have to
always finish the fight.
You stay in the fight. Don't
why you don't be doing that force stuff? Like, come on, man.
Yeah, like, stay up.
All right, the wrong one's gonna take off on you.
Yeah. Yeah. So, all right. So
that's my thought on that one. I didn't know the Tom Hardy thing. I don't know what that was.
Yeah, let's go. Thank you. Look at Los leading the show. There we go, Los.
Way to go.
Right direction, and y'all just make it happen. Tom Hardy, bang.
Yeah. Tom Hardy this past weekend, he won a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu tournament, right? Or
yes, tournament. Gi and no gi. He won both.
He won
divisions.
both. I saw him in the gi. I didn't see him.
Yeah. No,
was this a big tournament, or was it just like kind of like a regional?
It's an IBJJF tournament. I mean, it was a pretty good, decent sized tournament, I would imagine.
Where was it at?
Let me see.
I'm not 1,000% sure, but so Doug lost to somebody from G3. I'm assuming that's Dwight.
Probably that would be my guess.
Yeah, probably Dwight who won grands. I would assume. All right, but
it doesn't say.
One of the things I was sitting there.
The Rigor Open. It's the first time this tournament's been held. It's in the UK.
He said it was not Dwight. It was somebody else.
Oh.
Well, congratulations, guy from G3.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, Daryl's there, Yasvar, Luis.
It was a lightweight fighter.
It was somebody who, or not Luis, couldn't have been Luis.
He said it's a lightweight fight. I'm like,
Yasvar. It might be. He's the younger kid from. He's currently in Kentucky, I think, or Tennessee with training with Edgar and those guys.
Okay. So
I don't know.
anyway. All right. So back to Tom Hardy wins the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu tournament. One of the things I was sitting there watching was the organization of it, the cleanness of it, the professionalism of it when I was looking at it, and all of course I thought was,
why can't we do that?
no, it's never gonna happen. So I'm not even. It's got to the point where it's like, you know what? Yeah, it's no need. That's never gonna happen there in that arena. Yeah, no. They just don't have the business minds, I guess. I don't know, but whatever. All right, continue. What did you see in the fight, though, Chris?
Talking about good movement. He pinned in the right places. Like he put enough pressure in the right spots. Dude came out with a triangle. Didn't have a real tight lapel grip, and Tom slipped out, got in side control, reached over, went for the Kimura, didn't feel like fighting and lifting and leaning, so he slid underneath, went to the arm bar. He was patient in his attack, and then pulled it out. My man was like, "Yay!"
I'm sorry, Los. Are you okay?
I bet he got an itch inside that boot, and he can't get to it. Look at him. He got a coat hanger and everything already. Day 2.
Oh,
What?
I released a little button on the side to take some of the air out.
Oh,
it hurts, huh?
Oh my God. Yo. I gotta keep this thing out forever. Oh shit. I had a little tear in the corner of my eye.
You trying to pump it back up or something?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. It's pumped up. I'm released now. Yo.
I was wondering what was going on, man.
Oh my God. You all right, man?
Remember the Reebok pumps? How you press
it?
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna let some of the air out a little bit so it get a little more comfortable. No.
Yeah, you probably like, no, I'm just gonna be uncomfortable because they didn't give you like any painkillers like Vicodin or Percocet or nothing like that.
No. Honestly, I think they were supposed to give me a prescription and I left. Because I said something about some type of he said a baby aspirin, but I don't think he was gonna give me a baby aspirin.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but I was supposed to get something before, and I think after I got the boot, I just left because I know I had to go back. They didn't have a call or anything, so I just been taking ibuprofen. But I'm gonna take some ibuprofen before I unleash this thing.
Whoa. You might want a little more than ibuprofen.
That thing gonna be a different color when you get that boot off. It's gonna be stinking, a different color and smaller.
That's skinny.
You have a peg leg, like a pirate or something.
Hi, it's my strong leg. It's my kicking foot. It's fast now.
It looks like I'm not amused, guys.
At all.
That was like an instant, like changed my whole thing. I'm sorry. What were you talking about? Go ahead back to what y'all was talking about. I won't press this button.
I don't even remember. I think it was Tom Hardy. I think
Jiu-jitsu. Yeah, we were talking about jiu-jitsu.
It's not important. Nobody cares.
Nobody.
All right, let's move on to the last pre-topic. MVP loses
to Mike Page. Mike versus Mike. Yeah, man. That was a grueling fight. Bro,
Mike got laid out the first round.
Mike who, Page?
He got laid out.
He got dropped.
He didn't. There was none of that. Sound effect and all that way. None of that.
None of that. Oh, okay.
He was moving and he was off balance and he got like grazed in a tussle moment and he fell down and went down and so they counted it as a knockdown.
So now he's down 10-8.
So he's down. Honestly, I thought he won that round still. So I mean, I would have had that around like a 9-9 round. I mean, but I know. So it's a 10-8 round. He wins the next 3 rounds. So and then
Travis, why you make that face though when Chris said I would have had it at 9-9? You kind of had that face like, yeah, you would have.
He's like, because I said this last night. I might have had this. I have a little sport karate bias.
Yeah, you would have, but
sport karate bias.
It's a little sport karate bias.
I mean, if it's a knockdown, you have to do something crazy,
fantastic to win that round.
Win that round. Otherwise,
he was winning that round. But yeah. So it was Mike Perry won that, and then Mike Page got gassed. He got tired, like tired.
How many
Slightly
rounds?
They went 5 rounds, and then so he got tired towards the end.
No,
5
3
threes, 5 3-minute rounds, but bare knuckle. So they, and then Mike Perry won the 5th round, and then so what happens when it was a split? It was a split decision or split draw. So maybe 2 draws and one way, one the other way, and one a draw. However it worked out, it became a draw. And so by bare knuckle rules, they went to a 6th round. And MVP was just gassed, and Mike put it on him in that 3rd round. Like he won the round. Like he didn't knock him out or anything, but he won the round. So, but Mike Perry walked out of there with a broken jaw. Mike Page came out of there all kinds of bumped and lumped. So like, yeah,
bare knuckles. I mean,
and they fought 6 rounds.
It's kind of to be expected with bare knuckles.
Yeah. Ew.
6 rounds of bare knuckles. Like
you looking at pictures now?
Yeah, I'm trying.
Buddy,
it was. I'm gonna share some of these. I'm like, yo,
buddy, it was not a good look. They were messed up.
Yeah, hold on, where is it? Yeah. So I was looking at him. I'm like, oh, is that his face right here?
No, those are UFC fights. Oh, you got
that one's not.
That's
This is it. Like that's his face right there.
That's his jaw was broken. Look at that.
Jesus. That looks disgusting. They show
the one where they're just raising Mike Perry's hand and MVP is standing right next to him, like at the very end of the fight. That one is wild. Mike Perry MVP.
Did they get paid for this? Like, I mean, did they get
paid? They get paid a good amount of money.
What's a good amount of money though, Chris?
I don't know.
You know us. I don't think it's enough for us to go in there.
Yeah. I mean,
15 to 25, maybe. I don't know.
Trophy.
Right. Well, I mean, yeah. Nah, yeah. They were all kinds of swollen up and jacked up.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold on. I think I got it. I think I got the page now. Because Page looks a little roughed up too now.
That's what I'm saying. They both look like it was just an absolute war. So both their left cheeks are just Mike's eyes swole pretty near shut, and Mike Perry's jaw is broken. Yeah, it was crazy. It's a crazy fight.
Yeah.
What?
Why?
No, I'm not doing this. I don't think I need the money that bad. Like, no, I'm not doing that. Like, that just looks crazy.
So many other fight venues that you could try to get into. Like, I mean, like, was it that much of a money grab?
Probably compare for MVP. Yeah, probably for Mike Perry. Yeah, like I said, they pay probably pretty good. I mean, you could probably look it up and see.
Pretty good. Like, yeah. Are we
25,
talking?
I don't know.
25,
30? No, they're not talking about that. Maybe.
Alex, it's just a highly skilled street fight. Like, geez, like I don't think I would do that. Like
for 6 rounds?
Yeah.
For 18 minutes? Man, I ain't fighting for 18 minutes. Man, you got it. You can have that. Take my good looking face, and I'm going home with it looks like this.
I cannot see myself. If that's happening, then it's a street fight and there's no rules, man. Like, yo, it's elbows getting thrown, it's knees, it's biting, it's all kind of things that are around. Like, it's no rules at that point. Like, no, you're not gonna.
Congratulations, more power to them. They showed some goodwill. They're warriors. They got that.
Yeah. No, okay. So, well, all right. Paige Van Zandt, to make hers, said that she earns 10 times more than she did in MMA after signing with Bare Knuckle. 10 times more than what she made. And Mike Perry said he was getting paid. Van Zandt said she was getting paid $40,000 to show and $40,000 to fight, and she's making 10 times more than that. So yeah, maybe $500,000.
Yeah, okay. Maybe.
By math, that way. Mike Perry was making $30,000, and he makes double, so he's probably making $60,000 to $100,000. For the MVP fight, he made probably way more than that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
For the magnitude of the fight. So yeah, quarter mil, could be up on the table for that, for their names moving from the UFC over and whatnot.
Hey, first off, Dana White said they get paid what they're supposed to get paid. Did y'all see what he had in a recent mag?
He always says
GP?
that. He
Huh?
always says that. He always says that.
Yeah, he went off with some ESPN reporter. He said fighters get paid what they're supposed to get paid. They eat what they kill. They get a percentage of the pay-per-view buys, and money is spread out amongst all the fighters. Do you think I'm gonna sit here and say fighter pay will never go up while I'm here? That's the dumbest effing thing I've ever heard. And do you know how stupid you have to be to think that's what I said in an interview when I was talking about boxing? He said, okay, yeah. So now he's trying to come back. He said it was a fun, effing edited piece. And ESPN, the leader in sports, is going to write a story on a fighter pay based off an effing video. Give me an effing break. I didn't see the story. I don't even know who wrote it, but you're not a journalist. You're an effing scumbag. So he just went off.
Yeah, Dana went off on that dude. But, like, I mean, at the end of the day, it's kind of well knowledge that fighters don't get paid like they could. They've lost all their sponsorships because the UFC got a sponsorship deal by Reebok and now Tap Out. The fighters can't be sponsored by whatever company, clothing company and whatnot. They used to have the different energy drinks and now they can't. They used to have the different beers and now they can't because the UFC has one major sponsor. So nobody else can have any sponsorship. So they lose out on a bunch of sponsorship money and then they don't really get paid from what they disclose anywhere near what. I mean, now I know they put on more shows and they put on more fights.
Yeah, but
they're making billions and handing out thousands.
Yeah. Well, handing out hundreds of thousands.
And a couple of them get $1 million. And I'm sure there's
yeah.
backdoor bonuses, not backdoor, but back behind the scene bonuses and whatever they have out and different things because everybody's contract is different. But the only thing we know is what they get paid because it's under they have to put it through the athletic commissions, what they get paid to show and what they get paid to win, and if they get a bonus. Other than that, whatever else they get, we don't really know unless you know a UFC fighter who's willing to tell you stuff.
All right, so it's time, people. We're here.
Bear kick!
Bear kick.
I thought you were going to say we were done.
Nah, we got the Atlantic City. No, we got to give people now that we're doing Patreon, we got to give the people something. We got to still do it, but a lot of our unedited thoughts will be on Patreon from now on.
Correct.
So you guys will get to see our edited thoughts. And yeah, wait. So fun fact, it was a white, but didn't recognize the name because I think the screen said Marcus Barnier, not Dwight. All right. So,
this is the edited version.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Our typical version that we would get.
Yeah, typical version that we've been doing the last year, I would say.
The wonderful color commentary.
Yeah.
Of the Three Amigos.
Yes, she did. She definitely did. We are going to talk about Soka. Yeah. All right. So where we want to start? Chris, you got the whole recap?
Yeah. I got the rundown with the rundown.
Go ahead. I can sit back and relax.
He said, pew, pew. Friday, they did 2 different open weight divisions. They did a WACO open weight division and a NASCA open weight division. The NASCA open weight division got $500 and the WACO open weight division and a spot in the finals for the NASCA open weight. And then the WACO open weight division winner also got a spot in the finals to fight into the 6 seeds because they had 8-man bracket for the $2,000.
Okay.
Los looks confused, like, oh, well, how come they had 2? Why did they move in? That was all part of the game plan, Stan. And they had WACO divisions as well for fighting. For like the weight classes and stuff.
The weight class, wait, what?
Weight class divisions for WACO.
So there was the
minus 55 kilograms.
And
because they had to have, because I keep seeing people posting that I got first place in my weight class in the WACO division. I got second place in my weight class for the WACO division. So I would imagine that there was a full WACO event, or at least in there, which is pretty cool. That's pretty cool. But coming out of those divisions were Brandon and Darren.
Hold on. Chris, go ahead, Los.
No, I was telling Mike to hold on. I'll tell him. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was Brandon and Darren. So they were the two winners out of those divisions coming out, moving into the 8.
Yes.
And for the oh jeez, good. All right over there.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good. Why?
Oh, because I just heard like feedback.
Oh, so you still hear it?
Yeah, no, we're good.
Okay, yeah. No, I was plugging my phone up. That's why.
Oh, you trying to
'Cause I
clap it out
want
now?
to.
Yeah. And then Soka Brianna won the NASCA open weight division, and then women's team fighting with Tahira. Men's team fighting was won by Top 10 USA.
So they swept teams.
What was the other teams there for team fighting?
Straight Up had a team consisting of Brandon Bailey, and I don't actually know who their third member was.
May have been Tyson, like normally.
I think so, but I didn't get to see. I didn't see any of those fights. I didn't get to see any of the teams.
Okay.
And then we move into Saturday. We'll start with the ladies. Yemena won super lightweight. Tahira wins lightweight. Yemena wins that Grands, lightweight Grands. Peyton Fender wins light middleweight. Soka wins middleweight. Soka wins that Grand. Setting us up for an overall Grand Champion for her first overall Grand Championship.
National.
Miss National. Yeah. NASCA World Tour. For Miss Soka.
Oh no, that deserves a lot.
Great competition, great names. Man. And then we'll go down super lightweights with Andres from Team Next Level, Guatemala. Tyson Ray wins lightweight.
Thanks for those points, Tyson.
Tyson wins lightweight Grands.
Was he your whole 18 points?
Huh?
Was he your whole 18 points?
Most of them. He got
8 points. All right, he had 8 of the 18. All right. Darren had 5, so you know what I'm saying. That's 13. And then it was Kaylin. And but the thing is, I had Kaylin in weapons, and I think she got more points in forms than she did weapons. But
we don't get both sets of points. I've been asking about that all year long because my record would have been different, son.
Yeah. All right, but go ahead.
So go ahead. Back to it now. At the light welterweight, winner is Jason Latona.
Glad to see you back out there, Jason.
Yes. And Bailey wins the welterweight. Enrique was in the 160 bracket. Bailey wins that by injury bow out. So then that sets up Tyson and Bailey for the overall lightweight Grand.
That was short.
Because he didn't really beat him, and Jason just bowed out. That's like I don't.
He was injured.
Right. So, and then Bailey beats Tyson.
Hold on. Wait. Stop.
You said injury. He bowed out. Injury bow out.
Yeah, because he didn't. I guess he was injured, but we haven't seen him fight since 2021 in January not March at the Irish Open, right? Because I don't remember him fighting.
That was 2020. Now he fought VFT.
And then he just fight in where were we all just at? Me, you,
Ocean State? No, that was Enrique. That wasn't Jason. That was Enrique.
Jason.
Oh, okay.
That's why I mentioned Enrique, so you would know the two of them.
Okay.
Yeah, we haven't seen. We haven't really seen Jason.
Jason since VFT.
Enrique. Yeah. So
I know Jason had a knee injury prior to this.
And Mark, that's why when they said he's hurt his leg, that's what I'm thinking about. That he hurt it back then. So I'm sitting here thinking about that fight, and I'm like, wait a minute, it's been like over a year and a half, and he's still having knee issues. Right. I want to see. I'm curious. I'm curious as to what.
Wait, Jason bowed out to Bailey or Enrique bowed out to Bailey?
Jason bowed out. Jason won the division and then bowed out to Bailey.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
And that's set up for Bailey to beat Tyson in that finals.
That was a very good fight.
It was a very good fight, 10-15. Very close till about the last little bit, and then pop, 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 pop. And that was it.
See, Rashad just said the last time he fought was America 2021.
America 21. Oh.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we haven't seen him since 2021. That's why I was like, yo, we haven't seen him for a while. Like, it's been a minute. So that's I'm like, and I thought that the reason why we hadn't seen him because he was injured. So that's why I was like, okay, but this has been like at least a year of you. So he that either that's a serious injury or he's not taking care of his leg, and he keeps tweaking it somehow. So, okay, go on.
All right.
So to the fat people side.
Listen, if we never mind, if call it.
We all.
Yeah. Go ahead. 170. Oscar Guzman, Coca, 170s.
I don't know how I feel about this.
Oh, by the way, Bailey, thank you. I appreciate them points. If you know, Trav throwing out point getters, I'm gonna get Bailey every shot. My man, we go get there, bro.
What I will say is I don't know how I feel about this audience, this clap, because like they keep whistling. I don't want to whistle at dudes. But go ahead.
Brandon wins 180s. Brian wins light heavyweights. Avery Plowden wins heavyweights. That sets up Brandon beating Coca in middles weight grands, and Avery beating Brian for heavyweight grands. Coming in probably for a shock and a surprise for many people, Brandon beats Avery 15-10. Setting up the virtual fight tour between VFT Last Man Standing Challenge between teammates Brandon and Bailey from Straight Up. And Bailey took that. Also, thank you for those points as well. Okay, I'm done. I'm done with the points. And then that sets us up for fighting at least just the finals, the last 8, which saw Coca Tyson versus Tyson, Bailey versus Stacks, Avery versus Luis, and Enrique versus Brandon Ballou. That was how the final 8 got set up.
Okay. Wait, I remember he was fighting Tobias when he injured that leg. Okay. All right, go ahead.
What? Oh, in those 4
you want to switch the forms, or you want to finish fighting? It's a finish fight. Keep the train of thought.
Okay. Coca comes back and beats Tyson in the last second for his match.
Hey, I shouldn't even be giving it. You took points away from me there, sir. Coca took points away from me, sir. But even though I didn't need him, you know what I'm saying? I blew my person out by 15, you know what I'm talking about?
Because he had 3. He only got 3 points.
Hey, you got it, you got it. Hey, a 15-point win is a 15-point win, baby.
What do you even get 3 points for? What do you
win in first place?
Peyton Fender.
Peyton Fender won first place in the middleweight division.
Light middle.
Oh, light middle. And so therefore he got his points.
How you get 3 points?
The question is, the answer is yes, and the answer is also no, Mike. They have not fought together this year. So, but yeah, that's how Alex got his point. If he didn't have Peyton, had a big goose egg, I would have had a shutout. You know what I'm saying?
All 18 of your points.
My defense would have shut him out.
Huh? That's good stuff.
Never mind.
All right, let's go.
And then Bailey over Darren. Avery over Luis. Enrique over Brandon. Setting up Bailey and Coca. Bailey winning. Avery over Enrique. Which set up the finals between Bailey and Avery, and I wish we got a third round. It was that good.
It was a great fight.
Listen. Clap that up to them two fighters before we even announced. Like, as I mean, people seen it, but like, man, that was a great fight.
That was an amazing fight.
That was really good, gentlemen. Man, that was a great fight.
Yeah, that was. It had you on the edge of your seat the whole time.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, so
coming out by 1 point was Bailey for that. Bailey won that by 1.
So, what were your takeaways? Los, did you watch any of this weekend? You seen it? No. Okay.
Los was going to, but then as he was, his team was winning the championship.
He was focused on the championship.
He was going to watch it after the game, go home and relax.
Watch the Bailey and Avery fight.
Okay. Yeah, fam, that was a good fight, right?
Yeah, those two went at it like.
I tell you what it looked like to me. It looked.
And there's Waka rules.
It looked like the remnants of 20 years ago, of maybe even longer than that, probably 20 something years ago, of a hungry Raymond Daniels fighting just like a Jotty or like one of these other like.
I figured you were gonna say that.
High end, top level, like, you know what I mean, like just the people that's like that was like, it was like just them just going back and forth. Like it was a classic fight, one that I haven't seen like that in quite a while. You saw the different strategies that they were trying to do, what was working, what wasn't working,
adjusting to each person.
Yep. Yeah. It was so yes, I watched that fight, and I thought to myself, now this is what I'm talking about.
Right, fam, right. I'll go fight.
As a fan of the sport, like those are the fights that on stage, final fights that you look forward to seeing. That level,
100%.
Especially since the fights before that were not close.
The two semifinal fights,
semifinal fights were not
the exact same score spreads. Yeah, not
the fights before that in the quarterfinals were more entertaining and closer.
I didn't see any of the fights before that.
Yeah, we're aware.
So, Chris, it was a Tyson and who was Tyson fight? Oscar.
Coca.
Yeah. From I believe Tyson was up 5-0.
Yeah.
And blew that.
Lost 5-6.
Yeah, lost 5-6.
Yeah.
Oscar came back.
I mean, talking second, that last point, they was tied up. I thought they were going to go to overtime, and it's kind of like you hear them 3, 2, break, point, bow. You're like,
that's one of those growing pains we talk about. Like as a young fighter, that you're gonna make these mistakes where.
You should have had that in the bag, and you knew you had that in the bag. And what happened?
You stopped doing what was working, probably stopped doing what the game plan was working. When somebody makes an adjustment on you, you don't make an adjustment. Those are the little things. There's no you don't do any of the little tricks to do momentum breaking. You didn't break the momentum that Oscar got on the roll. You didn't do anything, the little tricks. Yeah, Chris, you see what I'm doing, don't you, Chris?
I do.
You see what I'm doing.
I do it right away.
You don't do any of those things to try and break the rhythm of the fighter that's gotten on the roll. So those are the things that when you're a young fighter, you have to learn to do. You have to learn to make that adjustment right away. You have to make that adjustment to so it's just something that every fighter as a young fighter has to go through. You just got to go through it.
Happens. You make those adjustments when you figure them out and you've realized what happened, or you've watched it back, or somebody has talked that into you.
Okay. Shout through this out there because I actually did not see this fight. Chris, I'm gonna let you talk about this fight. I actually did not see this fight. So Luis versus Avery.
Definitely a tie score going into overtime. And then after the 1 minute overtime round, went to sudden victory, went to 2 exchanges in the sudden victory. It was crazy. That was a crazy fight. A lot of people didn't think the judging made the right call on that one. And depending on where they agree or disagree, I may agree with them or not.
I think the judges' meeting of some sort, and
this was Waco rules. What? No, this was a Waco rules meeting, or this was a Waco tournament style.
Gotcha.
So we didn't have we had one of the same Waco judges, but one NASCA judge who was both Christine. But it was just it was close calls. People didn't agree with all the calls, and it is what it is. But that was probably the most controversial fight of the evening.
What calls did they not agree with?
There were a couple of calls that were really close that Luis could have gotten and that didn't get. So you know how that thinking is. So we'll go from there. People probably thought they were giving them to Avery, or you know what I mean. But I
was thinking that.
What?
You think
it was. Definitely, people were definitely thinking that. Like it's been said. On the internet,
like think it out loud, like they actually think.
Yeah. People were saying it. Yeah, they were saying that there was no way that he didn't score those points. Obviously, in that community with Luis, none of them agreed with that. So, but it was a great fight. Like I said, the first sudden victory. Nick Kane called the side kick. Avery went to back fist. Luis hit him with a side kick. He called it. The other two didn't call it. And then the next exchange, Avery hit him with the back fist and won the fight. But there was just a couple of little things. They say Luis shouldn't have got called for out of bounds to get him into that victory. He definitely was out of bounds and should have been called for that. So it was a lot of things. You just got to go back and watch the fight and make the determination for scores and from which viewpoint you see it from, because there's 2 different views. There's one from a bottom corner and then one from
what they actually said happened. I'll just go by that and be good.
Fair fight. Fair enough.
Avery won. All right.
So then, hey, listen, you gotta check out the extra episodes.
Hold on, Chris. Let me do how Travis look at you when you say stuff like that. Of course he did.
Right.
Trav, of course he did.
I mean, hey,
you wouldn't say anything different, would you, Trav? Of course not.
Of course, I would not have seen anything different. I called things fair right down the middle, people. I own my biasness. Look, if I don't understand why people have anything that's like, yes, this is my family. I'm biased as all hell. This is every time he throws a point, that's his point. That's his 2. That's him. He got it. Like I don't understand it.
It happened.
Yeah, I don't stop asking for my opinion. When it comes to my family, it is what it is. I'm going to be biased. I don't know what the hell you want from me.
That's good. It's true.
Just leave it alone.
It's so fast.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. The next fight, was it another one? Oh, the Brandon and Enrique fight.
Oh, yeah.
I'm interested in seeing. All right, my recap from this weekend.
Okay.
Avery didn't have a good weekend, right? Let's just throw it out there. From if Luis almost beat Avery, some people thinking that Luis won, right? Is what it is. Whatever you want to say. He loses to Bailey twice, right? That we lost an open weight, and he lost into the 8-person American Championship. Whatever they called it. And he lost to Brandon after being up 4-0 in the Grands.
Yes.
So this was not a good weekend for him, right? I'm interested in seeing the next move. I mean, I know what's happening. I know what's happening right now, or
fam,
it's happening.
Yeah, fam. Listen, there was a post about it. So come on, it's over.
So
you already knew what today, tomorrow, and Wednesday are going to look like. Building in maybe a little bit of break on Thursday, and y'all got fight night on Friday.
Yes, we do. Friday nights are Friday nights. So it's
going
to be interesting. Huh?
Are you going to fight night?
Why would I go?
to watch and report.
No, I'm just saying. Like Avery. I mean, if it's like, come on now.
Yeah, you can help get him in the shape, bro. You can go out there and get some rounds in. Put some work on.
Support that family. Get on out there. Put the pads on.
See, here's the thing.
Big body that he can kind of.
I don't. See, he doesn't need an old person. He needs. I'll be honest with you right now. He needs to get Chris Gorham out of his semi-retirement or his pause or whatever's going on. Because when you look at what's happening is, if Avery goes to a local tournament around here, right, the competition isn't as good as if Bailey goes to a local tournament on the East Coast. He's running into Tyreek. He's running into Tyson. He's running into Brandon. He has Brandon. He has Darren. Yeah. He has those people that he can make sure he stays sharp in timing on.
That are that high level.
Yeah, at that high level. Around here, it's dropped off. Like, it's not here right now. Like, his timing, he needs Chris. He honestly needs Chris right now, I think, to help with his timing a little bit more of how to somebody who's judging the space, has that timing a little bit, that can jump in, who's around the same size as Bailey, who can jump, not as fast as Bailey, nowhere near as fast as Bailey, but understands timing and distance a little bit better. A lot of people who are around here are young people who, let's be honest, kind of like worship him, right? So because those people, they kind of respect him a little too much. And that was what was reported to me about the Brandon and Avery fight, that Brandon kind of respected him a little bit too much. And then once he started to score a little bit, Brandon started to get more and more confidence. And what happened this weekend, let's be realistic, a lot of people are trying to get a little bit more confidence on and how to fight him, right? Not be as intimidated by him. So we're going to see what adjustments he's going to have to make to continue his to get back to reigning as supreme, or whatever you want to call it, king of the hill right now. Because honestly, I think right now Bailey's at the king of the hill around here right now. Now I will never say he's the best fighter or a better fighter. I'm just going to say he's king of the hill at this particular moment.
Is that part of your bias, or is that just?
Oh, my bias. I would never, not 1,000. No, I'm not going to say that. But I will say he's king of the hill right now, right? Just based off how he's, because the last 3 weeks, last four tournaments, literally last 4 tournaments, Bailey just ran battle. He won battle. He won U.S. Open. I think he won the U.S. Open. Yeah, he won U.S. Open. He won Caps, and then he just won.
No, he didn't win the Open. He wasn't at the U.S. Open.
He wasn't at the Open?
No.
Okay. All right. So he won 2 and 3.
Caps,
and then he
won Philly Pro-Am, and then won American.
Right. So it's kind of like it's just kind of like, okay, so he's been on his tear. He's winning. Right. Yeah. Avery won the U.S. Open. So it's kind of like yeah, but yeah, and you're right. So it's just kind of like, okay, all right, this is it right now. So Avery's gonna have to make an adjustment and come back. We're gonna see. We're gonna watch this, see and see what kind of but it's all dependent. I mean, right now it's gonna be what, diamonds?
Yep,
probably. Yeah. But that was another thing that I took away from the Bailey and Avery fight, right? Bailey's gotten stronger. Bailey's getting older. He's starting to get into more of his man body, more as opposed to being, he's hitting a little bit harder. He's throwing the technique stronger as he's getting bigger. I always thought he was going to be a natural, like light middleweight.
Yes.
Just based off how he was when he was younger. I always looked at his frame. I thought he was going to be like a light middleweight.
I'll be honest. Like, he looked strong when he fought Avery.
Yeah. Well,
he didn't look like the really super fast little gnat,
right?
Kid that just kind of on you. Like, he looked like
he's looked like that for the last few events, man.
Right. And you know what? And a part of
you haven't seen him against a body like Avery. Like, you mean like
no
Cam.
Oh, okay. I noticed it when he fought in Philly.
In the Philly Pro-Am against Cam.
And when
the
Cam was
second
hitting
half of that fight.
he was just like before when I saw him, I think last year at Jim Haymore's tournament when they fought, Cam was still getting flying like Bailey was kind of getting pushed around, even though he was scoring, he was getting hit and it was like, all right, I'm still getting moved. Now when Cam is hitting him, he's like pop, but he's standing there. He's not flying all over the place and he's hitting back. So he's getting it, and honestly, it goes back to what you alluded to at the beginning of us when we were talking about it. When Ray started to hit harder, as opposed to when he first came out, he was light and touching and everything. He was getting moved around, and then as he grew into his body a little bit more, he started hitting a little bit stronger and he was starting hitting harder. But that goes to something we were talking about last week on our Patreon about when you are 16 years old I think we were talking about this last night. Yeah. We were talking on the Patreon. We were talking about this where we were saying that you can't when you're younger, you get bullied by your older people. Like you're fighting the older men in your school and they're getting bullied and you getting pushed around, and that helps you grow into being basically, for lack of a better term, growing into being a man when you out here fighting in the men's division. It helps you hit back and be tougher.
Yes.
Bailey definitely has momentum right now, but
100%.
Yeah. So I'd be very afraid of anyone fighting Avery at Diamonds. That's gonna be something to watch, people.
Will they be afraid though? Like, you know what I mean? Like, if they're starting to build their confidence within fighting him,
right?
We'll see. Like, yeah, you have to see. Like, you have to.
We'll see.
Really, what he would have to do is he will have to, in my opinion, not in his division, but as he starts going through the parts of people, he would literally have to start tearing people apart,
bodying,
to have them start having that question again.
Like, do I really want to blitz right now and hesitate?
That's right.
But if I'm watching people get off and able to get some things in and there, here and there, right?
That's gonna add a little tick into my confidence belt right there.
Exactly, right. So
yeah. I can do that. I do that to them.
Yeah, so that's something that's gonna have to be worked on. The other go ahead.
Go ahead. What was you gonna say?
I was about to switch topics, but don't go ahead.
No, because I got to get my man shout outs. I got thought about there. Rashad went off. So yeah, good stuff, Rashad. Congratulations. CMX weapons, CMX forms, traditional weapons, the what is it, the ultra challenge or whatever they had, the CMX. Yeah, man.
Yo, straight music though. Congratulations, man. You have persevered, bro. Like,
man,
you persevered too. Like, I've
never gave in, never gave up. Just got better.
I've always watched them like be on the cuffs, but they always chose someone else. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. And like, he just continued to kind of be consistent, continually growing, and now it's to the point where like, you gotta see me. Like, you gotta make a hard decision as to how you're gonna do this. Like, you know what I mean? So congratulations to you, brother. Keep pushing, man, and keep
you know what? He's been working with somebody.
Yeah.
He's been working with Marcel Jones.
Yeah.
That makes a difference.
So it makes a difference. And this goes back to something we talked about before was how people need that coach to get them over it, right? So he got some instructions from Marcel. So to do that, I'm so happy that
worked out. That started working out. That's fire.
So and this is just starting. I can see this continuing going on.
Yeah. And then which indirectly gives you access to the other one here.
Yeah.
Like, fail. I wasn't gonna say nothing, but yeah.
If that happens, that would be nuts. If somehow he started
linking up with that.
Yeah, if somehow.
But it can be.
You know what? What are y'all talking about? Y'all speaking in code.
Kalman is also here. And the sword dude.
Who? You said the sword dude?
Yeah.
The sword dude.
Yes, the sword dude.
Honestly, I only know him because I had him on Hyper. He used to do sword for Hyper and stuff.
Oh yeah, no.
No. That's fam. He's the sword dude.
Remember the Ken Carr dude that used to do sword way back in the day?
Come on, Kid Card. Get out of here. Yeah, I knew. Yes, I know who you're talking. Yes, I know who you're talking about. But man, where'd you throw that from?
I gotta read it. That's what I was about to get to. Yeah, we still haven't finished the women's side of it. Of the night show when the ladies who were fighting.
They had the same type of thing they did for the men, the 8.
I don't think they had 8. Did they have 8?
I don't remember how many they had, to be honest. It might have been, I don't know.
I remember 4 fights.
Yes.
I don't remember if it was another round prior to that, though. But yes. But I was not aware of all. I know it was
I saw 2 girls fighting on stage. I think it was right before Avery and them fought.
Yes. I do remember
that was the finals. It was Katarina and I didn't write this down.
This Katarina right here, the one I just talked on her thing?
I think so.
Himina was in there.
Yep.
Because Himina won it last year.
Yes.
Who else was in there?
Jesus, let me trying to find my notes.
One of them was a taller girl. She was kicking. She had a good little leg.
Yeah, that was Katarina. Okay,
yes.
Wait. I think it was Katarina. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she had that leg that was like pop, 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 pop.
Yeah,
pop.
yeah. She put it in different spots.
Yeah, she put it in different spots and made everybody like, wait, hold on. I can't just walk through this. I got to figure out.
Listen, I've been trying to tell
Vanessa,
people about using it. Yeah.
It was like the girl would move in one spot, the girl foot would be there. She moved back.
She back with a shoot. No, shoot.
Oh no! But then it back to the body, so it's like you can't really. Oh wait, I can't just walk through it. Like shoot. Okay, wait a minute. Back up a little bit.
I was impressed by that. I was impressed with that fight. So I did see 2 fights. My bad.
Yeah, and just to see her do, because I think they did 2 rounds, right?
Yes.
Yeah, they did 2 rounds.
Wacko rules.
Yeah. Seeing
this
the
is all
legs,
Wacko rules.
made sure pop, 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 pop.
Yes.
She's out of Canada, right?
The other girl was trying to kick with her a little bit, but she just couldn't kick as well. Right?
Yeah, she shouldn't have tried to kick with her, try to move off and around or something. But yeah.
Yeah. She was getting coached by Conway, right?
Yeah.
Alexi and Vanessa. So it was Himina, Katarina.
Lexi, because they did the 16 and up because it was Wacko.
Yep.
Okay.
And Vanessa from Mexico. Thank you, Rashad.
Yeah. And then the woman from the girl from Mexico beat Lexi.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's whatchamacallit? It's Vanessa. That's Vanessa. Vanessa beat Lexi.
Yep. All in all,
I was so bad.
I almost forgot because I forgot they were adding Lexi in there because the Wacko, the 16 and up thing. I almost thought that was an underage fight, not an underage, a junior fight.
So now the question I have is, did one of them beat Brianna?
In the Wacko open weight on Friday, yeah. Brianna won the NASCAR open weight, and
so, but if she won NASCAR open weight and she won the overall grands, was she not allowed to compete in that, or was that only for the Wacko open? You see what I'm saying? Like, what I'm kind of curious as to.
I think it was 3 seeds and then the one for whoever won the Wacko open weight. I honestly, because that Friday I didn't get much on the Friday. I was listening to Angel, and I watched more on Saturday during the daytime and nighttime finals. So I don't really know how they worked that in there.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. I was curious.
But man, listen. Shout out to Amerikick. That's a lot of fighting.
So
a lot of fighting in the finals.
I just realized something. We have to talk about it after the show, though.
Okay.
I just realized something. Like, oh man, okay.
Write that down.
Yeah. Write it in the chat real quick. Right in the private chat. So right now, so what is Amerikick in the sense, like, do they have a identity as in, like, when you think of the Battle of Atlanta, that is a fighters tournament. When you think of Capital Classics, that is a forms tournament. If you think about the US Open, that's a forms tournament or international, but it's kind of more leaning towards forms kind of tournament. Is Amerikick? I think they're going for the Wacko US, and they're going to be there.
I mean, the Lakers run the Wacko US, so
right. But I'm just saying, like,
that's kind of how that would work.
Yeah, but they're not. I mean, I guess they're more fighter friendly because they're being. But
Waco.
I wouldn't
They can
necessarily
bring all the Waco divisions. Listen, you attract the internationals because they have the opportunity to compete in the NASCAR divisions, and they still get to do the regular Waco divisions, which they can probably do 2 weight classes and do all the rest of it. Like you have more opportunities for them to come over.
When are they going to get the
they seed them. What?
When are they going to get the people from Waco?
They used to. They used to get. They got Timmy. They had Totally. They had Natasha. They had Evelyn. They've had a bunch of them from different years shutdown. So like they were doing that. I give them that. They were doing that because they had a bunch of them. When they had Dean and all they had seeded a bunch of them when they first got the Waco stuff. I don't know if it's airline ticket prices from Europe over here or whatever it is. Like some countries still might have to go back and shut down. I don't know what they do. See, Andrew said it right after I said it.
I'm just saying, are they trying? So are they trying to basically be? I think they're trying to go after to be the Irish Open of the U.S. Is that fair to say that's what their goal is?
I don't know what their goal is, but I would say they would have the opportunity as it being like a Waco World Cup event eventually, if that's the route that they chose to pursue, which then would be the American version of what the Irish Open is, what Best Fighter is, what there's a bunch of them in that league, which is a Waco World Cup league.
When we say, I remember, I mean, I haven't been in years, so I'm just curious because I remember fighters, but I don't remember a lot of fighters. I remember them getting a couple, like, maybe like 5 to 10. I don't necessarily remember them getting like a flooded Europeans flooded America. Like I don't remember that many people coming there. You see what I'm saying? Like
I mean, I get what you're saying, but like I mean,
people,
they get more Europeans than any other event, and that's including when all the Hungarians were on Paul Mitchell. They would still get more Europeans to come over. So if you're saying flooded may not be the right terminology, but they had more than anybody else. It's the biggest international NASCAR event other than the U.S. Open, but it's because of the Waco fighters. Not because Australia brings a ton of people, South Africa brings a ton of people because they get the vacation here at the U.S. Open and get a competition and be a chance to be on ESPN and all that jazz.
Those guys actually making on ESPN?
I said chance, bro. I said have a chance, bro. And sometimes, yes, they do because they do those international taekwondo divisions, or they did the grappling division that one year, and they had a South African guy on. They some of them do actually.
Shout out to Inside Scoop last week. They had a great show. A lot of good talking points. If you haven't listened to that, maybe go back because they talked about a lot of this different stuff. It was heavily forms related, but it was a really good show. So shout out those guys. Just wanted to say that. They had their 3-year anniversary show, so make sure you guys go back.
It was 3 years for them.
Yeah. So make sure you guys go ahead and listen to that. It's 10:21. I'm tired.
So you got anything else?
No, I know Los is ready to hop on out of there and get some food into his belly. Are you driving with that leg? It's your left leg?
It's my left leg.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Thank goodness.
So you can still move your right to get everything. Okay. Cool.
Paddle shifters, baby. We good.
Okay.
The Camaro. Well, we were talking about the car last time.
Yeah. All right. Make sure you guys subscribe to our Patreon. The link will be up tomorrow. Make sure you guys, and in a couple of weeks, we will no longer be doing live here on Facebook. We're going to be strictly on Patreon when we record. So as long as it's not going to be a lot, it's going to be, I believe it's going to be $3 a month. Come on, you ain't got $3. I mean, come on, $3. We got it's $3. Another next tier is $10, and the next one's $15. So, So we go. Who's Facebook user? I have no idea who Facebook user is. But shout out to whoever this is who's been commenting because you've been saying a lot of good stuff.
I got points for Travis. You only got 18 points, so it's got to be somebody.
Oh, it's Kalen. Kalen Kowalski.
That's Kalen.
I got points for you, Travis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
You can't read it? Yeah.
Yeah. No, but it says Facebook user on mine. It doesn't say.
Oh, no. That's definitely. She been on it. She been waiting.
Yeah.
Fam.
What's up, Kalen?
She been waiting. Yeah. She been waiting. Unfortunately, though, you didn't get him all the points because he had you in a weapon spot. and he didn't get all the forms points because they don't allow us to do the double points. That's a Jackson rule.
I know, right?
Because it would have been bang, bang, bang.
We want a division. He's got to have somebody in.
Huh?
Yes, individual divisions count. Yes, as long as we got you in the right, like as Rashad, you're my weapon spot, so I got none of your forms points.
Rashad, I already gave you big ups, bro. Like, give me stop.
Oh, so Los doesn't want to do this. You crushed Los.
Rashad.
He crushed Los this week. So you know, it's like, yo,
big ups to you, bro. Congratulations, man. But stop bringing this stuff up.
Yes, Caleb, you got your creative points. Yes.
So Jeff vetoed that because we drafted based on one division at a time.
We did, yes.
We did, but it was what it is. But anyway, people. All right, we got to be out here. Make sure y'all go ahead, like we said, subscribe to the Patreon. If y'all haven't, we put up a little clip of what we talked about this week. I got first creative weapons.
Oh, you threw me under the bus twice, fam.
Weapons third, Jeff. Yes, exactly. I was counting them points. I was like, yes, getting my points. But sounds like Jackson got the points. Jackson scored.
Rashad, we're about to leave the show right now, Rashad. You gotta keep putting the stuff up a little bit. You gotta keep doing that.
42 points, man. I can put up 42, baby.
Yeah, 42.
42 by himself.
Come on, man.
That's what I was getting ready to pull up. Hold on, let me pull up. Hold on. I ain't gonna pull up all the stuff. I just wanted to pull up the major scores. Where's the martial art? It's from Fantasy Sport Karate.
I had almost a shut.
Highest scores were Rashad with 42, Bailey with 35. I have both of them. Maddie, Kenaway.
Say it again. Say it one time. Between two people.
77 out of my 81 points. Out of my 81 points. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But listen, but Los.
And Alex only got 3. Can we leave now? Can we leave now?
That's my defense. We shut him down.
Rashad only missed your whole score by 12 points.
Oh, I didn't hear you. Why?
I know, my bad.
All right,
Brianna got 22. Brianna got 22, and Brandon got 20. So those were the big scores of the week. Man, if you don't know about our league, man, it's been awesome.
It's been all right. Listen, it's been good.
Hey, look. Hey, let me just say this. I'm only one game behind. I mean, one tournament behind y'all. So I'm just letting y'all know.
So we tied now, Los. We tied now.
You and Los are tied for third, and then I'm in fifth.
Oh wait, I'm in third.
Yeah,
tied for third.
You and me are tied for third. Yeah.
Oh, you lucky you got that one then, sucker.
Listen, but what I got, I'm second highest in total points or something. Like I'm in third.
Tied for third with you. You had 2 people that had 77 points out of your 81 points, yo. That's crazy.
People wasn't there. I know. And one of your major scorers wasn't there either. So I mean, that's how it works. Because I didn't have Bailey for a few events.
How do you know?
Actually, you know what's crazy?
No, he wasn't at the event, so I had to fill in with people. Because I wasn't gonna give him up and be like,
if Avery just had won that, that would have been we've been really close at that point. If Avery had won overall,
yes,
it'd have been really close. I think you've been really. But anyway,
right? He didn't. So let's continue to move on.
Just saying. Just saying.
Me and Chris.
Yeah.
You still behind us, sucker. He did.
I won one tournament behind.
So
the diamonds, we coming back.
To the diamonds.
Coming back for diamonds, baby. Coming back for diamonds.
Still be in the back.
Hey, look. No.
Caleb, we'll have to post up all our fantasy point things again. We'll talk to Jackson. Jackson, we'll have to do that. Maybe do like a little small show or whatever.
Yeah, we do a little small show and then tell everybody what's going on. All right, people, we got out here.
I don't call you crazy for doing too many divisions, fam. Keep on keeping on.
Oh, no, not at all. Do what you got to do, man. All right, we'll talk to y'all.
I'm not playing Chris next week, so I don't know next time, so it don't matter.
That's right. Do I get Alex again? I want Alex again.
No, I'm about to put that up.
I got Jackson or Jeff next tournament, so we'll see how that goes. But the diamonds
go next time. Let's do that real quick. I probably got Jeff next tournament.
Let me see.
Because you don't want no more of this smoke.
Who is going to be the next tournament is going to be Diamonds, and it's me versus Chris.
Oh, okay, I'm okay with that. Oh, your forms people's gonna be there.
Yeah. My Paul Mitchell people gonna be there. Let's be real. Yeah, my people gonna be there. But you got Haley, so damn.
All right, and I got Sam Diaz too in my 30 spot.
All right. All right. Well, anyway.
Wait,
All right,
who am I going against? How you just gonna say this? You ain't gonna check me out?
You got Jack Veloz?
Diamonds, you got Jeff.
I was hoping you were gonna say Alex.
No, Jackson has Alex, so Alex is not winning another one. Alex has not won one yet. All right, so
wait, so that means if I got Jeff, that means Alex got Jackson. That's a wrap.
Yeah, that's a wrap.
I mean, right now it's a wrap. Like we could just call it.
Oh,
Yeah,
I gotta go home, man. I gotta go.
Oh,
Yo.
look,
I gotta get this foot, man.
That's
Let's
crazy.
go. I gotta go.
Yeah. I get Alex again for Pan Am's. All right, so we'll talk to y'all later, people. We are out of here. Peace.
Peace.